Hello, everyone. So, here I am again talking about another myth. And if your child believes this one about the college admissions, their applications are going to suffer. And I'm not talking about a small percentage here. Unfortunately, I'm talking about 90% of high school students. It's alarming and it is terrifying. They're chasing a ghost. Right now, millions of teenagers are losing sleep, sacrificing their mental health for an unrealistic standard of perfection. And all for what? For a goal that admissions officers don't even care about the way they think they do. So today we are going to tear down the biggest myth in college admissions. We are going to look at the pressure it creates, the cold hard data of how top universities actually review applications, and how freeing your child from this stress is actually the secret to improving their chances. So here it is. The belief that your child absolutely must be flawless, well-rounded, super student with perfect numbers to get into a top university, and that a single B means the dream is dead. We all have gone through this. We are all hearing about it around us, and this is something that is most often told to the student. This myth has turned high school into an absolute pressure cooker. We live in an ecosystem of fear. What if I miss something? Kids are running after a checklist with 100 items, sleeping less than 4 hours a night, and operating under a cloud of anxiety. They look at a 94% on a test and experience a wave of panic instead of right. And as parents, because we love them and are terrified for their future, we accidentally reinforce it. We look at a brilliant 3.8 GPA and ask, how do we get that up to a 4? We jump on the checklists. Straight A's, perfect SAT, school captain, this leadership role over here, and 100 hours of community service, and the list is endless. But here is the devastating irony. This relentless pursuit of perfection does not make a student stand out. It makes them look exactly like everyone else, a photocopy. By forcing them to check every box, we are burning them out before they even step foot on a college campus. In modern admissions, this sanitized, hyper-stressed checklist approach is exactly what gets students rejected. So let's look at actual fact. How top-tier admissions work. It's called holistic review, and it operates on a principle that most stressed-out families completely misunderstand or miss: the academic threshold. Let's be brutally honest. Grades and test scores do matter. It's like a foot in a door. They are the baseline, but they are a threshold, not the golden ticket. Top institutions reject thousands of students with perfect 4 every single year. And why? Why do they do that? Because when a school has a tiny acceptance rate, almost everyone in the pile has top tier grades. At that point, a 4 stops telling the admission officer anything unique about the child. And here is what they actually look for first: context and course rate. An admissions officer will always prefer a student who takes harder courses. If you are studying AP programs, then AP Physics, AP Calculus, Advanced Literature, and earn a B plus over a student who takes easy classes to protect a perfect A plus. It's a similar rule applies to IBDP, A levels, or any other board that you're studying. They want to see that your child pushed themselves. They do not expect them to be flawless. A B in a highly rigorous class does not ruin an application. It shows intellectual courage. And what about the trend? What about your growth trajectory? It matters. If your child had a rough transition to high school in 9th grade, or went through a period of mental health struggles, or got a couple of C's, or moved from one board to another board, a school to another school, took time to adjust, but by grade 11, they hit their stride and earned straight A's in tough classes. Admissions officers love that. It shows growth. It shows a narrative of resilience. They know college is hard, and a student who knows how to stumble, adapt, adapt, and recover is far more likely to succeed on a university campus than a student who has been micromanaged into an artificial perfection. Perfect numbers get you into the conversation. I agree with that. But they do not get you accepted. A student paralyzed by the fear of failure cannot write a compelling application. So once a student meets the academic threshold, what is it that actually gets them admitted? Top universities are not looking for exhausted, well-rounded robots. They are looking for a well-rounded class made up of highly specialized or spiked students. When you lift the unrealistic pressure to be perfect at everything, you give your child the breathing room to be incredible at one or two things. This is where we focus on three distinct pillars. This is what makes an admissions officer accept a student: intellectual spark, authentic depth, and impact. So first things first, what's intellectual spark? Admissions officers can smell burnout from a mile away. They see thousands of applications from students who took classes just for GPA weight, but cannot tell you why they love the subject. When a student is freed from that pressure of the perfect four, the genuine curiosity returns. And if your child is obsessed with astrophysics, or spends their weekend building a local e-commerce platform, or spends their weekend training senior citizens from your apartment complex, or analyzing historical poetry just for fun, that authentic joy will show on the essays. The next is your authentic depth. Quit the madness of 200 different extracurricular activities. You don't have to do everything that's available, and you don't have to list it out on your Common App activity list. Trust me, it weakens your application and it drives the teenager crazy. It makes it look performative to an admissions officer and not genuine. Drop the activities you don't like. Don't do them for the sake of doing it. If your child spends 4 years dedicated to one single thing that they actually care, whether that's competing at the highest level for debate, or working a part-time job 15 hours a week to help pay family bills, or writing a novel, that dedication shows maturity. Commitment beats a bloated, stress-induced resume every single time. And finally, impact. How have they changed their immediate ecosystem? They don't need to save the world to impress an Ivy League school. Remember, they are just high schoolers. Did they make their high school debate team a more welcoming place? Did they mentor young students? Did they meaningfully contribute to their family? Remember, universities are building a real-life community of future roommates, teammates, and collaborators. They want healthy, vibrant, empathetic humans who will enrich their campus, not robots, definitely not to boost their rankings. And here is an ultimate takeaway. If your child is waking up in cold sweat because they are not perfect, show them this video. Lower the baseline pressure in your house, in their environment. While top tier schools definitely demand academic excellence, they define excellence by rigor and growth, not flawless, agonizing perfection. An application with a 3.8 GPA, maximum course rigor, and a powerful, unique personal spike will beat an exhausted, generic 4 GPA student every single day. So stop trying to force your child to fit a mold. Trust me, it's breaking their spirit. Help them find what they genuinely love. Enable them to breathe and let their unique voice shine. That is the application that wins. Thank you for watching. Take a deep breath, hug your child, and remind them that their worth is entirely independent of a college admissions decision. Thank you.